We just came down to Steveston for the day just to see the weather kind of cleared up, and I was hoping to get a shot of the breakwaters here. I'm just gonna go find a composition, see what there's around. So I was trying to get a shot. Hold on a second, I'm just gonna wander down here. I wanted to get something with kind of a log or some interesting foreground, so it's not just the breakwater. I'll show you behind me here what I'm looking at. There's these, you can see them or not, well, not quite yet. There's these logs that go out into the water, and they were a breakwater at one time. There's more further on as well. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go and hunt around for a composition. So I'll show you what the first composition looks like on the back of the camera. So what I did is I found this log, and there's a hole in the log, and sorry, there's a bit of a reflection. Let's see if I can fix that. There's a reflection on the back of the camera there. Okay, it's better now. And I found this log, and I framed up the breakwater through the log, and what I did is I took the back exposure fairly dark with the sky, and then I lightened up and took an exposure of the logs, or log, around the log, and I did 4 images for the log at f13, just to make sure that the whole log was in focus, and then I just did a lower exposure for the background, and I'll blend those all together in Photoshop. And so if this first shot turns out any good, here it is now. So hopefully that first shot turned out half decent. If it did, you just saw it. And I'm going to flip the camera around here. There's a tugboat pulling a barge going by, which is classic Steveston. You always see those tugs with usually they're barges of sand or mulch or something like that. Anyway, I'll flip the camera around so you can have a look at it. We're going to make our way back down into one other spot in Steveston where I wanted to get a shot of. There's a kind of a spot where they used to tug, like basically pull the boats out of the water on a, it's kind of like a railway cart almost, and there's railway tracks that go through down into the water with pylons and stuff in it. It looks kind of neat, so we'll head down into that area, and if it's not too busy, we'll try to get a shot of that. So let's go. Okay, so we made our way down to the Britannia shipyards, which is only about, I think, about 10 minutes, not even 5 minutes from where I was. So there are the tracks. So the building behind me used to be where they work on the ships, and they would bring them in. Oh, there's a cart there now. Maybe there's two spots that I'm thinking of. I think there might be. Anyway, this gives you an idea of what it used to be. I'll flip the camera around. So here's the tracks I was talking about. Probably another spot, because the one I've seen has more pylons, and this cart is not there now. They might have added this cart since. So I'm just going to walk up and down here a little bit and see if I can find the other location. These are the shipyard buildings behind. It's a National Historic Site. Anyway, I'll walk down here a little bit and see if I can find that other spot. So I found my second composition here. It's just kind of one of the classic Steveston sunset. I took a couple different exposures. Put the ND filter on to get a long exposure to smooth out the water. It looks kind of cool with all these pylons in here. These were, I think, a foundation for a dock at one time. The spot that I saw with the tracks is kind of not really available anymore. I'm going to go back there and have a look at it when I go back the other way, but there was a cart in there that wasn't there before, so I'll see if I can make something work with the cart, but it's a bit busy. I can put the 14 to 24 on maybe and see if I can get something, but we'll go back and see what we can find now. Okay, so I've decided to go with this shot anyway. It's not my favorite shot. It's a bit busy. The cart was not here before. It was just the tracks. But I'm going to take it anyway. I'm going to take two exposures, one for the sky and one for the cart and the tracks. And if it turns out anyway half decent, here it is now. All right, so we kind of rinsed this location for tonight. There's lots of cool spots here in the wharf, Britannia shipyards and that, but it's very crowded, very popular. I figured coming tonight, because it's been raining all day, might not be too bad, which it wasn't too bad. Yeah, it's a neat little spot. These are all kind of heritage buildings that you see behind me. In the summertime it's busy. You can go for tours and stuff like that, and a lot of the whale watching tours and that leave from Steveston. It's where I grew up, so it's a very familiar area. It's all when I was a kid, these buildings were all derelict and not being used, but they've turned them into kind of a historic site, which is nice to see. It's been kept. And that's when you look behind me here, you can see the boats and that, and behind those boats is Shady Island. When the tide gets super low, you can actually cross on a little stone walkway. I think you can still do it anyway, and walk over there. There's nothing over there really, it's just an island. Kids used to go over there and party and stuff. And then this building behind me, I'm not sure what this building actually was to begin with, this big building. Sorry, you can't see this big white building behind me. But I went and saw an acoustic concert there one day. It was nice, it was kind of fun. Oh, it's the bunkhouse. Chinese bunkhouse? Yeah, Chinese bunkhouse. So that used to be the Chinese bunkhouse, and they've turned it into like a little theater, which is pretty cool. Anyway, I guess we'll head home and have some dinner. It's 5:15 or whatever. Start getting dinner ready, and it's going to be dark here soon, so we'll. It's going to be a bit of a short video, but you'll get a couple pictures out of it anyway. And we'll see you on the next one. Take care, everybody, and stay safe. Bye.